Welcome back, everyone. As you all know by now, Palantir crushed its Q2 earnings for 2024. In this video, I'm not going to waste any time. Just going to get right into some unique insights that no one else is talking about. A double beat and a raise, so operating income looked great as well. This is FactSet, so you can see it against expectations, which the Palantir Twitter X account actually tweeted out. I've never really seen a company do that, tweet out analyst expectations. So it was an interesting presentation. I mean, obviously great reference, but it was just never really seen anyone do that. So I think it was a good idea on their part. And they raised the Q3 guidance, which is pretty substantial from the expectations of 13 estimates of 681 to into that $700 million range for the quarter. So it would be the first $700 million revenue quarter, something similar happening for operating income. And then, of course, they raised the full year guidance to about $2.75 billion from $2.69 billion. And that's above estimates. So estimates are going to be coming up. Price targets are going to be coming up from analysts. As I posted, my fair value for Palantir is now $35. Now I see Palantir extending higher. But there is something I want to talk about in this video that is a bit of a concern, but there's also a silver lining. So the silver lining here is that U.S. commercial revenue in excess of 672 million versus prior guidance in excess of 661 million. That is for the full year of 2024. So that's a good 2% raise on commercial revenue. However, what I want to talk to you about, the more concerning aspect, and this is not a bad thing by any means, it's just something I want to call out, is that the breakdown for the beat is, if you look at commercial, it basically fell in line with expectations, they beat by 500,000. But on the government side, that's where the big beat came in and what drove the outperformance and what's sending the stock higher by a double digits amount. So that's really what it is. Now you have to obviously understand the government aspect of the business is a lower multiple business, just for whatever it is. People really love the commercial side. And so you would think that a government beat would not raise the stock as much as a commercial beat. And the stock's really gone from $17 at the beginning of the year to $28 because of commercial strength. So just something to think about. I think the stock could retrade from $28, maybe back a little bit below, but neither here nor there, just something to think about. And a lot of this commercial growth, I think it didn't hit this quarter. That's the good news. It's coming, right? The U.S. commercial customer count plus 13% quarter over quarter. Many companies would be really glad if they could get 13% growth in customer count year over year, and Palantir's doing it every 3 months. So there's a lot of great news in this report. I just want to call out that the commercial segment did not outperform. The government segment outperformed. When it came to the real numbers, commercial is still yet to come. It just didn't land this quarter in terms of that breakout growth. But it's great to see the stock moving higher on the government beat with commercial great customer count and everything else and meeting expectations. I would just love to know what you think about that. Of course, we saw a massive beat in adjusted operating margin, an inline on gross margin. Free cash flow actually came in a bit below. I'd have to dig in to why that was the case. Deferred revenue, giving you a good indication of what future revenue is going to look like when they're actually able to recognize it, substantially higher than the street estimates, and billings, something similar. So all across the board, it looks like the future is very bright for Palantir. It'll be interesting to see what the stock does. I think maybe not just yet. I'd probably not today, at least. The stock won't go past 30, but I think in the near-term future, that is a likelihood and potentially a strong possibility. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm sure the Palantir community is celebrating, and rightly so. Great beat. Of course, shout out to the Palantir team. Great work. Thank you for your hard work on this company, and we are looking forward to and rooting for your continued success. Until next time.